So now that we have our soil sample back from my soil, we're gonna go ahead and see what we have at our local box store. We'll go over to Lowe's and see what they have that's close to a 1600. I don't really see anything that's gonna be close to that I know of. So we'll see what they have that's close to it. I mean, I might go to a 20 or lower, down to like maybe a 12. But I have some 1200 liquid iron that I got from Site One, and I guess I could use that, but I'm gonna try to see what they have in granular forms near me. So we'll go over down to Lowe's and see what they got, and I'm sure they'll have something that'll be in that range. So these right here that I found are 20. This is a 20.500, which is pretty close to what I'm gonna need. I have this 2905. That's $50 for this. Was it a 40-pound bag? A 40-pound bag. So they had all the different ones, but I think I'm gonna go with the Sta-Green 20.500 because it also has sulfur. So my soil test from what I showed you, we're also needing sulfur. So we'll go ahead and get 2 bags of this. It's actually a pretty good deal. It's a 40-pound bag for $25, and it's supposed to cover up to 10,250 square feet. So 1 bag should take care of the front and backyard. So that's actually almost a better deal than getting the 1010 from Walmart. So we're gonna grab a bag of this and get going. So it looks like Sta-Green has their own version of Milorganite. So the Milorganite's $20 for a bag, and that is a 640 is a analysis. And then you can get this, which is, I don't even know what the price is on this. $24.98 for this, and it's a natural and 16010, covers 5,000 square feet. So I mean, for the amount of nitrogen you get, I say this is a pretty good deal if you're gonna be looking between the Milorganite or the Sta-Green. After going to Lowe's, this is what we came back with. It's from Sta-Green. It's 20.5-00. I've never heard of a 20.5. I don't know why the 0.5 is even there. Don't ask me, couldn't tell you. So I've never used it before, but what I see that's really cool about it is that it says right here that there's also 24% sulfur supplement. So that's actually exactly what my soil needs. It needs all the nitrogen, no phosphorus, no potassium, and we also need sulfur. So it looks like this is going to be a really good situation for this spring. So in this bag, it says it'll cover up to 10,250 square feet. I don't need that much. I really need only for 8,000 square feet. So we'll go ahead and measure this out. So we'll have to weigh it. So if it's organic, we can go with a 1001, or synthetic, we can go with the 1600. We're gonna try this 20.05. And we'll see how this works out. I've never put this down before. We're gonna go and weigh it out to the 3.5 pounds per 1,000 square feet. I know the nitrogen is higher than what the soil sample recommends, but I mean, it's only 4% or higher, so I'm not really worried about it at all. We'll go ahead and throw this down. It shouldn't have any adverse effects. I'm not worried about burning anything. So how we applying this fertilizer today is through this Echo RB60. I like the spreader a lot. I mean, for the price, it's really a pretty solid unit. You can go with the Scott's versions, but I mean, they're pretty garbage. These are nice as they have the pneumatic tires, so you just fill them with air, and they're not that cheap plastic stuff where everything gets built up on the inside of the rim and it just falls out, leaving burn marks. So if you're in the market for a spreader, I highly recommend the RB60. They come in at about a little around $100, give or take. So you can find them used a lot online. I found mine for a pretty good deal online. I didn't buy this new. So if you're looking to get a new spreader, I highly recommend checking out these RB60s. One thing I pay attention to with a Sta-Green bag is I don't see any spreader settings, so I recommend setting it on a low setting and taking multiple passes the first couple times putting this out. I've never done this before with this fertilizer, so I'm gonna start low. I'm not exactly sure which setting I'll go on. I'll show you guys when I'm getting ready to put it out, but start low and work your way up if need be. But there is no recommendations for spreader settings I can see on this bag. So what you want to grab is a scale and some kind of device you can put your fertilizer in. So go ahead and turn it on. So we're going to check to make sure that we're going to be on pounds. So we are on pounds. We have our fertilizer off to the side. So let's go ahead and measure that out. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with, it says 3.5 pounds on the soil sample test results. We're gonna go 4 pounds, it's just easier to weigh out that way. So we're gonna see how many we can fit inside this little container. Okay, and there's 4 pounds right there. We're gonna go ahead and add this to our spreader, and we're gonna do this 4 times. Before you go to add your fertilizer into your spreader, make sure the hopper's closed. So here's what the Sta-Green product looks like. I would say that they're pretty uniform in size. I would say they're about the size of nerds. You know, the candy you get when you're a kid. It looks pretty much about the same size as those, so it should spread pretty well. Speaking of spreading, I think I'm going to set the spreader to maybe let's try a 3.5 at first. So right now I'm on 6, but I'm going to try a 3.5, and then we'll evaluate how that's coming out in a little bit. So this is what we have left in the spreader. I did the whole front yard, just 1 pass. I would say we got like a third of it left. So the setting I'm on right now is a 4.5. I'm gonna see if I can do that side and this side. And let's try it a 5.5. Yeah, let's give it a shot, see what we got. So if you're ever applying product and it's the first time doing it, always go at a lower rate like I just did. That way you don't put down too much and then you realize you don't have enough of your product left to finish your job. So it's better to have more at the end than to have less and have to buy more. So I set it to 5.5. Let's see how this goes. Alright, now that's done, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing in the backyard. We're going to weigh out another 12 pounds and we will get the backyard put out. So you remember I was telling you about making sure that your hopper is closed before you start filling it? Yeah, this is what happens if you don't. So I forgot to close the hopper. So I know it's spring loaded, but sometimes it gets stuck. And it dumped out the bottom. So good thing I did this in the garage, not over my grass. That is how you burn your yard. If you have a concentration like that of fertilizer in one spot, you don't take care of that, you say goodbye to that spot. That spot's burnt. That thing's toast. Curbs out of the street and back into the lawn where it belongs. Let's go ahead and do some cleanup and then we'll go ahead and water this Now we're all done blowing everything off, applying everything, so we'll go ahead and turn on our sprinklers to get this watered in real quick, and that'll take care of it. So thanks for tuning in to another episode of The More You Mow. I am Jay, and hopefully you guys enjoyed what you guys watched today. Today we looked at our soil sample results, and then we applied soil fertilizer as needed. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. You guys enjoy your night, and catch you on the next one. See ya.
Count your number, let it ring.